have to say. In fact, hold that thought, because Lamey about to drop. Arrow does not connect there from Whitemon. Love trying to go for a run, also very, very low. Lamey actually turning around for a fight here. Understanding maybe they can't hold him down, and well, he's going to be just barely fine. Very close call, but oh, never mind. Kasane does find him with the wild axes. So maybe that overconfidence does end up punishing Lamey in the end. Very nice little play.
Improve on.
Perfect timing. We've got a team fight breaking out in the mid lane right now. Lovely to hear from Ari, of course. Chains out. They've got the Tusk here. 9 dropping extremely low. So is S. The Heavenly Grace, though, is going to be there in time. And now the Snowball buying a little bit of time. But is it going to be enough? It is certainly not. They do at least get Ari down, but it's a pretty great trade for TSM. Zbrail is able to walk away from all this unscathed. You lose your mid-bat rider.
Fist first. All that mobility.
Bottom lane, he's taking a bit of damage, already strength morphing his way pretty much to the max. They're just going to keep chasing now, understanding he doesn't have anywhere to go. Nice little stun away. Tomato still trying to find a way to survive through this. Back into the strength morph, but he needs some help, and there's no TPs coming. Tomato, he will just eventually melt. No one able to come in and help out, but mid lane they find S. They'll go for the trade on that mid bat rider, and they will find him. Ari able to secure that kill on the Riki. So you do get a trade in the end for TSM, but it does feel favorable here for Thiuth.
It feels a lot with that matchup up against Brawl, and we heard Fear, of course. On paper, this is pretty good for Batrider, but most good Embers know how to dance around that with a slight fist again. Brawl's been doing so much work, although.
I mean, you could try to take down Brawl, but he's dealing a lot of damage right now, though. Snowball is there, Brawl! Well, he committed all his remnants for that, and he just kind of ran out of mana. So, I mean, you get 9, but you give your own life away as the Ember. Not the greatest trade here for the Ember Spirit. Sure, Thiuth will be more than happy with that.
Yeah, lots of EXP coming out for Esk as well, as he did get solo EXP. So he's about to hit level 6, and that does give him a lot more play here. A lot more ways to catch that Ember holding down. Kasane up top.
Getting shotted up. Very nice setup here from 9. Snowball is there as well, kind of just juking up that arrow. Ember is around though. Brawl respawning very early on. Does take down Lamey, and now 9. He will also be chased down. Brawl, he respawns right into a double kill. Just perfect timing.
Yeah, that's just insane coordination coming out from TSM. Getting that much room to kind of build up on that Batrider, and that's why the early lane for Esk was just so important. They are going for a smoke play. They've got the lasso ready. If they can find someone to catch you, it could be big.
Oh, nice pushback with the Wild Ring Ripper. Kasane right into the Raw. And another kill to go the way of TSM. I mean, this is complete domination so far from TSM. Very clean gameplay. Keep in mind, you've got a Beastmaster who's going to have a very good timing on that Helm of the Overlord. And that's going to mean some towers are going to be dropping very soon, though. Kasane, speaking of the devil, is going to get snowballed into. Really has no way out of this, and might just have to accept the fact that he's dead, or maybe not. He'll still try to fight 9, but won't have the damage. So Esk finally able to get a kill for himself here on this Batrider. They do punish the Beastmaster for trying to go for that push.
Yeah, it's an important kill. Slowing down that take on the top tier 1, still has half HP. It's probably good for another defensive fight if they want to go for that. I think you are giving a lot of space out to Brawl, though. You're just allowing this Ember to really right-click hard.
And speaking of Brawl, he's right back in onto Esk. It's just complete domination from Brawl. He is not slowing down. Ari, he'll be the one to take the double kill on the support Riki, but I mean, why the hell not? Get that gold up, get the shards on time, and once the sleeping, still happy to play around here with the side of Thiuth. Of course, they want to make sure that mid-tier 1 tower doesn't take too much damage early on. They will try to protect it as best as possible. TSM, they'll just keep hunting. They find another. Right into 9. They should have the damage, and they will, no problem. Brawl, he'll get the job done.
Yep, just casually picking up his 5th kill of the game. I mean, this Ember is just a massive problem. Outside of Doom and Lasso, you really don't have that much control here. And those are pretty big ultimates to throw out.
This is going to be a massive pick off Lamey, that Pos 1 Doom. He's already been having a pretty rough game, and it's only going to get tougher. 0-4-0 is the scoreboard right now for this Doom. Not the Pos 1 you kind of want to have on your team right now. And well, Thiuth, they've got to find a way. Not going to be the case.
Nah, they still need a lot more farm. You need Esk to be online. You need Lamey to be online. you're kind of there with Napkin. You're almost at the mech, but it doesn't feel like the mech is going to do enough. Although with the sustain you have, it could be good. Although
the chains out, Lamy, he can't catch a break. TSM, they are smothering the side of Thiuth. Absolutely smothering them. Not in the loving kind of way. We go again. Bryle, he sees Esk, he gets the chains out. Nine's going to try and help out, and we'll do enough to buy time for Esk to get out of there. Ari doesn't really feel like he's in too much danger. Bryle, meanwhile, still chipping away as they do pick off the tusk. They're just projectiles at Esk. Esk is going to try and go for the lasso. Ari's fine. Esk may have given his own life away for this. Heavenly Grace is out, but it's not going to save his life, I don't think, as Bryle eventually takes him down. And now a third. Love, he had to stick around to support his teammates, but that's just a triple kill.
That's rough times now for Thiuth. Everyone's just kind of dropping one by one, coming in.
18-4. 7k advantage now to TSM. I'd hate to look at the win probability right now. I don't think it'd be looking too healthy. I'm not going to do it. Mid lane. Onto the... Oh, not again. Yeah. Not Lamy. Not again. Oh, there's a wall. There's a vac. Maybe they can turn it. Kasane's down. Lamy, he might drop eventually because Brawl's jumped into the backside. Maybe they lock him down. However, Brawl has not got the kill yet. Still on the chase. Lamy healing up, but not quite enough. Brawl does take him down. Mind you, it is a 2-for-1. So Thiuth, yeah, they lose their pos 1 Doom. It's not great news. In fact, it might be even more. Wymon's being caught out now. He'll try to leap away. Flame Break is there, and eventually they'll find the Mirana. So a 3-for-1 trade here for the side of Thiuth. You give up your pos 1 Doom, but it's some pretty good rewards in return.
Yeah, you get a lot. Didn't find enough from their Batrider and their Darkseer. There is still some counterplay, but it does feel like it relies on TSM overstepping.
Bro, he's in again. Esk, he could try for a lasso, but won't be able to. Snowball won't land either. They'll just keep going. Here comes the Ancient Black Dragon. Heavenly Grace popped. It's not going to matter. Esk is gone. Bryle's godlike now. Love gets a tip. He's going to try to run, but they'll just roar up the Darkseer. I mean, this is just such a painful experience. Ari even finds Love's Omni Knight in the backside to boot. 9k advantage now. There's literally 0 on the side of Thiuth. They have not touched a tower so far. That's probably the first time I've ever seen that. Into the Dire Triangle they go. They're onto Bryle. They've got the Doom out, but have they got the damage to follow up? They are definitely trying. Bryle's dropping lower, but still seems just perfectly fine. He's not going to drop. Love now in trouble. They'll take him down to boot. Bryle's back up without the Doom now. Sleeping Darts a whole desk down. They'll punish the Batrider eventually, and that they will. Triple kill for Tomato. When's the last time you saw that in a game, John?
I don't think I've ever seen that myself, actually.
0.
Not really the most amazing form to turn into, because it's not really the most offensive, but still having that huge impact out from Tomato. Tier 2's gone. High ground defense at 18.5 minutes in. It's tough for Thiuth here.
Arrow, it's going to land. There's Lamy going down again. That'll be the 7th death of the game. Chains out. Bryle setting up perfectly again. Heavenly Grace is there. Tomato, he might still blow up Love. In fact, Bryle will get the job done himself. Meanwhile, S gets caught out as well. It's just such a rough affair. You kind of get to the point now where I think you're starting to think about calling it. The lasso is out, but Bryle's not going to die. Oh, I don't know what to tell you, John. I don't know what to tell you.
What? Bryle.
He's on fire, this guy. 14, 1, and 12.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, they've had enough. You can't blame him. Look, the thing was, we talked about this with this kind of draft from the side of Thiuth. Like, you fall behind early game, there's just no recovery from it. And against a team like TSM, it's... this is a great team. This is one of the top teams in NA. You can't afford to fall behind like that, sadly.
You really can't, and they just relied so much on that Batrider and Darkseer coming online, as Fear called. You know, he knows his stuff, and
does he?
Mostly,
right?
Safe. You know, 1 TI in his belt.
Only one.
Only one, though. True. Caveat to that. Still, you know, they didn't get enough from Esk. They didn't get enough from the Darkseer as well, and
you know, you can't just rule them out like that quickly, surely.
Nope.
Nope.
I mean, there is play here for Thiuth.
Oh, hold on a minute. Around here. This might be the play. Wymon gets caught out by a stun. He's a very, very soft support to go after. A massive Crystal Nova, but he does end up going down. That'll be a first blood the way of Thiuth. And TSM, they do not have an answer.
Yeah, that's one way to get it done, right?
Be any different with this kind of draft either. Like, you're against a Broodmother and a Bloodseeker. If they get those initial items up, they can just start running at you. Mid lane, however, speaking of running at 9, we'll get a nice toss back onto the left rack, but now in comes the cavalry to back up Bryle, and it looks like he might just survive through it. He barely dies, but at what cost?
Oh, too high of a cost. And Esk dies first. He doesn't get the EXP from that. He does get a decent...
Kasane's a great target if you can lock him down, but you don't really have the initial stun. Meanwhile, mid lane starting to be forced in. 1-1, Frostbite is there, Arrow is going to connect, and this will be the timing to drop. 9 can't really do anything about it. He will just go down, and Bryle, he will just keep chipping away at this mid tier 1 tower.
And because you rotated Eska, he's not quite there in time to kind of try to help save. No TP available on hand, and they don't really find anything to do on Kasane.
Oh, they found an even bigger target, Esk. I mean, he came to try and defend, but he's defending all alone, and maybe assumed the Mirana and Whitemon had left the building, but they had certainly not. Another easy kill here for TSM. Ari, he might drop, so Lamy at least gets a bit of a trade and does. Critting at the right time, and I mean, why the hell not? Mid-leap gets the right click, but nevertheless, TSM, they are still forcing in that mid-tier 1 tower, and that's never great news if you've got a Treant Protector on your side of things.
No, it's not a great feeling. The living armor is stalling. The physical output of the sniper might not be enough to push through that.
Bottom lane, what they got there, it's going to be Kasane on that Broodmother, and that'll be the first dual win to come out for Napkin. Bit of a win out for the side of Thiuth.
Yeah, building up, immediately rotating down to deal with
It's me. I guess I'll take a moment to remind you, John, the odds did kind of reflect this this kind of performance here between these two teams. TSM, of course, at 1.09 compared to Thiuth 6.72 in terms of odds from our betting partners, esportsbets.io. Top lane, they are going to drop 9. The Tiny down once again. And TSM are just running right back to the mid lane. Just rinse and repeat. Jewel is their bottom lane, but this time around, Kasane going to be much tankier. Still, is he going to drop? Oh, he barely goes down, but again, it's going to be at what cost? Napkin and Esk, they will give their lives away for this. I don't believe they even got the dual damage out of that. A little bit unfortunate.
Yeah, it just doesn't quite... Realizing that they've got bot shoved in, they've got mid shoved, they are invading that jungle, so there's no way Thiuth could be anywhere else but looking for up top or in their triangle, and they have a triangle ward. Their turn to smoke though.
Yes. Oh, he's already popped the Bloodstone as well. Rough, 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 rough. 9, he's going to walk in, but Whitemon, he's already got the ulti going. Yeah, another kill to go the way of TSM as they go for more now. Love in the tree line is going to get silenced up. He'll try to go for a run, but there really is no way out of this. He will go down. And TSM again continuing the aggression as Bryle. Happy to hand some tips over.
He's been tipping Love for 2 games in a row now.
He certainly has.
Non-stop.
Not very nice, is it?
No.
Not very nice at all.
He's just sending some love to Love.
It's a different kind of love here from Bryle. Jewel, though, they have caught Samato. That's a kill. Tips out immediately from Napkin.
Yeah, I mean, it's a really big kill for them to get. You know, we've been looking for that movement out for the blink, and they do when that Brood's just right on top of you. You can't clear out the Spiderlings as well that fast with the pipe up inside up. They are going for a smoke, though. Duel is back off.
Samato, he's a great target if they can catch him. Instead, they'll jump onto Whitemon. This still could be a fight to force out if you want for TSM. They're thinking about it. Samato, he'll rush forward. Goes Ari as well. Doesn't really have any way of landing a nice arrow, though, apart from just trying to land. Oh, in fact, never mind. He does land a perfect arrow onto the LC. Love, at least, is going to be able to TP up, and Napkin may not be so lucky. They will continue to chase him down. Eventually should have their way with him. No way out for Napkin. He'll drop.
Yeah, it's a nice trade in the end. I mean, you lose Whitemon, but you find Thiuth for your trouble. I think overall, you
smoke out from Thiuth. So they want to try and time this correctly. Ari is going to break that smoke and just leap away. Now TSM. Oh, arrow. Not going to land on Lamy. The chase is on. Kasane gets caught. But never mind Napkin. He was the one tossed up. And he's just going to drop. dual damage to go the way of the Broodmother. Lamey's still trying to force the fight, but it's not working in his favor. He needs to get out. Tomato's right back in. 9, he might drop to boot and does.
Yeah, that's rough. Smoke being broken, your opening just disappears, high ground, immediately how little Napkin's been able to get out from this LC. It's just been a rough game. It's just been constantly on TSM. They're the ones being aggressive. They're the ones that read the map a lot better and use the map a lot better right now at the least.
Ari, they get jumped. Joel is there. Maybe they can kind of get a bit more now, and they do. Nice start, but problem is they've lost 9 immediately. Buybacks are there for both these supports that have dropped. Onto the LC they go. Napkin trying to run, but may just go down as well and does. Meanwhile, S between absolutely everybody on the side of TSM is gone as well. In comes Whitemon with the freezing field now. There is a fight breaking out. I mean, Lamey's trying his absolute best, but Bryle's godlike now. It's tough. It's
Mid set of racks, set to fall now. And Thiuth, again, one big play left is the toss back. If they find that angle with 9, that could actually stall the game. The issue is finding that angle, or even if TSM actually gives them that angle to play with.
Duel out on DLC, and yeah, well, we've seen this story before.
Yeah.
He's trying. I can't blame him. He's got the... Yeah, they call it. They've had enough. GG.
It's rough. It's rough. I mean, it's like what the panel talked about, right? It's like, Thiuth has gone through 2 really tough opponents to open up in the DPC.
Yeah.
And they didn't really have much time to prep.